Hi, and welcome back to my channel. We survived. 2 adults, 2 dogs in a house when Hurricane Milton blew through. And boy, did it blow through. Lots of damage. And I am going to tell you how you can survive, how you can prepare, because that's the best thing you can do is prepare. If you are living in an evacuation zone and they tell you to evacuate, that's what you should do. But if you are here like we were not in an evacuation zone and we stayed. We had minimal damage. But so I'm going to tell you now what you need to do. All our personal documents are in one location. Passports, birth certificates, all that, including the dogs. So all I have to do, if we were told that we needed to get out, all I would have to do was just grab this one envelope and the dog's food and crate, which is all in the one location, and get in the car and go. Prepare yourself, your documents, get them organized. You don't know what you're going to arrive back home to should you have to evacuate. Also, what I did was I filled the bathtub with water. Now, why would you fill the bathtub with water? Well, let me tell you. If your water is cut off, and there were some counties in Florida where they shut the water off and the sewage system. But if they cut the water off, you then have water in your bathtub to use to flush the toilet. And that is pretty important. I prepared ahead of time some cold food in case we did lose electricity and we couldn't cook. I did some tuna. I had some cold meat in the house. I also have lots of tinned like soup and tins of stew, like that kind of thing. I had some cold rice, had some cold chicken. Just prepare as much as you can because power does go out, and it went out a couple of times. We were very fortunate. This is how many days after Milton? This is 2 days after Milton. And there are still people in the community that do not have power. There is no need to go out panic buying toilet paper. You just need to review what you have in the house for several days that could keep you going. If you have a barbecue, you can barbecue outside. And it's just ridiculous to stockpile toilet paper. That makes no sense at all. We checked our supply of batteries, flashlights, and when the power goes out, then you just have it right beside you and you can, use your flashlight, your lantern. I'm going to show you what I have that's really good. We found really, really good. Also, the night that we knew Milton was coming in, I turned the AC down really, really low. Much lower than what I would have done had it just been a typical night. And the reason for that is that if the power goes out, you have no AC. And if your house is cold, it'll take it that much longer to warm up. So hopefully the power will be back on before your house gets too hot. Make sure your car is full of gasoline. Or if you have an electric vehicle, plug it in. And don't forget your medications. If you have medications that you need to take every day, make sure you have them. You can plan ahead because you know days in advance that there's a hurricane headed somewhere in your direction. You don't necessarily know exactly where it's going to land, but you do know in advance that there is a hurricane coming, and you can plan, get all your medications together, put them in a bag, whatever, and get everything organized in advance, particularly if you are evacuating. Because the roads have been just jam-packed with people evacuating 2 days prior to the hurricane. So if you leave it for 1 day prior to the hurricane, there are times when people have just been stuck on the highway. Don't do that. Make sure you leave well in advance. And it's good to have your gas tank full, even if you're staying, because as it is currently in our location in Florida, all the gas stations have plenty of gas, but guess what? They do not have electricity yet. So no one can fill their tank with gas. It's kind of a scary thing. We also made sure we had a full tank, propane tank for the barbecue. And if you can buy a second one, we tried, but you know, a hurricane approaches and everybody's out of everything. So make sure your gas tank is full and that your barbecue propane tank is full also. Now here's what I wanted to show you. We had purchased these lanterns and they are really, really good. They operate on AA batteries. Here they are right here. AA batteries in the bottom, just screws on. And also you can hang it. There's a little hook here and you can hang it. And as this pops up, it's really illuminates quite a large area. We had 2 of these, and we also had a very large commercial flashlight that my husband had for his work. So it's handy. You can just hang it somewhere. It was really a good buy and not expensive. I'll leave the link down below. So you can only do what you can do, but hope these tips have been beneficial. Good luck. Please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more.